Hello, and let's make sure this is live. All right, hello and welcome to the stream. I am Jason Alamio. Welcome to all of you. We are watching. Um, we are watching the Real Madrid and Arsenal um, Champions League quarterfinal. Um, Real Madrid lost the first leg of this thing just about a week ago, and they are seeking to not lose tonight or today, basically, um, whatever you want to call it. They are looking. They don't. Yeah. Okay, I will take care of the iPad in just a little bit. Let me get the lineup up here for you. Yeah, okay. Let's do this way. All right, so as you know, this is the starting lineup. Game has started, but I'm having technical trouble. So, it's Paramount. I'm not as familiar with Paramount. Let me read this off here. Let's copy this and we're gonna paste it. All right, so this right here on the screen is the starting lineup for the second leg. If you notice, the veteran presence of Modric is on the bench, and they have both Alaba and Lucas Vasquez starting at left and right. And hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, at back respectively, which Oscar's not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of either because let's just put it this way, Lucas Vasquez has been struggling as of late. And also no Camavinga hold on. Oh, no Camavinga here. Um, he's serving a suspension, so that's going to be a problem. I do remember that he did get suspended. I'm not sure how long the suspension is for. Also, Mbappe and let's see, Vinicius Junior are going to step up, or need to step up um, and score goals. Right? They need to um, block out the controversy from last Sunday with Mbappe's, red card. Just leave it alone. Time to step up. Both of you guys. If you guys can step up, you guys can score the goals. I think you'll be just fine. Now let me see what's wrong with this. Let's see what's wrong with this here. Okay, let me see if I can get rid of it. Let's see if they missing the first few kicks. There's been kickoffs. Okay, so that's live. And I'm hoping it'll. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. are in the penalty area. Vinny Jr. surrounded by two. Mbappe is an offside. It's not gonna count. He couldn't go beyond the last defender. Vinny was so quick. He doesn't even give the back a chance to get there, but he's stranded by the deep blue. Wow, that was almost quick. They could have gotten that, but nope. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me check my audio here. All right, whistles are gonna come here. All right, let's see more. All right, Big game today. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, by the way. All right, here's Odegaard, former Real Madrid player, with Saka to get it with Alaba and Partey right there. And there's a challenge coming from Vinicius Jr. Oh, he's being allowed to do more of the defensive work. Here's a counter attack. Mbappe and Vinny into the area against there, and they're trying to scale it. Very good defensive work. Oh, very good attack from Mbappe, trying to get out there. Bellingham was trying to make one of the trademark long bursting runs just inside of the arc. Man, Vinny could have pulled that one back for Jude, but the defender for Arsenal got in the way, doing what he does best. It's a late tackle from Saka on David Alaba. You gotta do what you gotta do. Big boy football, as they're saying. All right. There's also a yellow card inside of 4 minutes. All right. All right. Real Madrid still thinking they're gonna win this leg and try and get it with the aggregate here. Oscar Montiel will be coming, by the way. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the two channels, J Sports, RTS with Oscar Montiel. For those of you that are on Twitter, follow us on TikTok at JSports58, at RTS with Oscar Montiel. And support us on PayPal so we can get our content out to you and we can pay our bills to pay those that actually help us do what we do best. We got a stream coming up tonight. All right. All right. Attempt to cross. Blocked by Valverde and Timber. Odegaard. Saka's there. Oh! Saka. It went across the face of Thibaut Courtois. Wow. Let me close my door really quickly. All right. Back down. Arsenal is really intense here in the game. Go for early. Mbappe trying to lift in. Attack isn't very coordinated for Madrid yet. For Real Madrid. All right. Rodrigo is there. Lucas Vasquez. Danny Carvajal has missed the majority of the season. Another cross for Rodrigo. He's playing it off the other side for Lewis Kelly. Rodrigo whips it across, and it looks like it hits the post. And Saliba was right in that area. Bellingham getting in the line then. Wow, he's got a little more freedom with Valverde in the midfield. Wow. Pause on me. Not sure why it's not going to give me that error. Then I'm going to restart it. Let me see if I can find the video. Here we go. All right. All right. Saka, Bukai Saka, and Courtois with a strong save on that shot. Saka with a very big shot on Courtois. Very good control of the ball. And Courtois with the beauty of a save. A beautiful save by Timo Courtois. Very good start by Arsenal. They're not waiting. They're coming out hot. Real Madrid are getting pinned to the wall. All right, Declan Rice in the corner. Arsenal wants an early goal from the kicker. Rice delivery into the near post. Courtois catching it, staying on the right side of the line. Very nice catch by. Yeah, he literally caught it. I mean, he just reached out and got it on the right side. Good job by Courtois there. Real Madrid had a victory on Sunday against Alaves. Kylian Mbappe had a terrible challenge, resulted in a red card. But again, as I said and as Oscar wrote down there, they just gotta forget that incident, F it, screw it, step up and score. Vinny Jr. making a run to the box, coming in off the left side, Rodrigo. Declan Rice with a big step on the left, carrying forward with the ball. Strong numbers on the counter for Arsenal. Saka will cut inside Rudiger. Odegaard leaves it there for Saka. Chouameni will tackle, and he wins possession of the ball. Very good tackle by Chouameni because Arsenal were right there. Very good football from Arsenal. Well, actually, they're going to do a VA. The French referee is going to look at the VAR monitor. He's been told to go look at an incident. Not sure what that's going to be. Jean Rosa from the Declan Rice corner. Is there a foul in the heart of the area from Asensio? And it looks like there is. Looks like Asensio's got a hand on him, but is it a pull down or is it just a hand? Is it just a hold? What is it? Mikel Marino, a penalty. It's a big, big moment. A yellow card for Raul Asensio, who has been penalized for fouling Mikel Marino. Wow. All right. So it looks like Marino was spinning and trying to get out of the way, and it looks like uh, it looks like to me that Asensio was trying to pull him down. That is his second attempt to pull him down. So I think that's why they called it a penalty, and I think that's why they yellow carded him. You've got to be very careful here. And I gotta see what's going on here. Interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to see it. Let's see this. Let's see full screen here. Let's see what that is. I wonder why it's not playing. Can't commentate the game here. Okay, so Oscars say no penalty on Real Madrid. It is on Arsenal, but Asensio was trying to pull him down. I'm very confused. If I can't here, let's get out of it. If I can't, no. Okay. All right, let me the technical difficulties again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about this. All right, so now let me see if I can't get out of. Okay, let me see if I can get out of the app and then go back in. Let's see if let's see if we can. All right. Ah, okay. Now it's let's see. All right, here we go. I messed up. It's a penalty on. It's a penalty on Arsenal, not Real Madrid. So that is my error. All right. All right. So will Real Madrid take advantage here? Vinicius Jr. going across. Yoki Kuvier will read it well. Laying it in the heart of the defense. Good tackle there from Saka. Odegaard will carry it away. Lift it up. Real Madrid will gain possession. All right, Vinny Jr. running it timber. Real purpose, real intent there. Timber puts the block in. A good defensive play there. Just straight defense right there. All right, trying to bend it back. There's a whistle. What's the whistle here? Corner lifted in. Long distance hit here. There's a block from Vasquez for the second time. Another block from Parte. Very good shot there. Very good effort defending as well. Valverde whipping in. All right. Marino comes all the way back to do the defending, challenging on Vasquez. And referee's going to say no to that. Poked away from Bellingham. Make sure you guys leave a chat down below so we can read it. We'll read the chat out loud. All right. All right. Here we go. Saka couldn't get it. He could have gotten a goal there. Lewis Kelly will go over there. There was a penalty kick. There was an exchange to try and give up the ball on the penalty kick. It's just a very weird exchange there. All right. Lewis Kelly, Rodrigo. All right, Kivior, all forward. Declan Rice turns around, kind of telling them like, settle, take it a little slower. All right. Bellingham gets it across. Oh, almost went in. What a shot from Jude Bellingham. Wow. Driving, holding, goes over the top, and then it goes over the face of the goalie. Wow. Wow. That was all awesome. He tried to punch that home. Lifted in towards Mbappe. Looks back, trying to see, get some options, trying to get ahead of Saliba. Wonderful defending there on Mbappe. Wraps it up, prevents Mbappe from doing anything with it. Wow. Good pass, wonderful touch. That is awesome. All right, let's see. There's nothing there, and there's a good defensive play by Arsenal again. Let's see here. Julian Timber a little bit antsy, well, a little anxious to get to the challenge here. All right, there's a whistle now. All right, let's see. There's a shove there, and there's a free kick to David Alaba, and it's Raul Asensio. More work for the ref to do here. Let's see what happens. There's a free kick for Real Madrid. Alaba's free kick. Rodrigo tried, but couldn't quite catch it. It's out for Chouameni, so it's a little too shallow. Asensio. Oh! Mbappe is going over a yellow card. So Real Madrid getting the penalty, and Declan Rice is arguing, saying, I never touched him. I never did it. But there's a yellow card. He's calling a penalty at both ends. They're going to do a VAR now, a VAR review. Let's see what happens here. Well, he's running away. Mbappe is trying to get free. Rice has got both arms around him. So this will be a better challenge here. Uh, I'm not so sure here. I don't know if Rice was. I know he had his arms around him when Mbappe was trying to get away. I'm not. He let him go by that conversation. So he's right on the line here. He had his arms around him, but is it enough? Will this be a clear? Is it going to be intentional holding? Will the VAR, will the VAR call it an error here? We'll see. They're doing a slow mo. It's taking a really long time here. This is going to be a defining point in the game, at least in the first half here. Will they call it an error? Will they call it intentional holding? Will it be a penalty on each? Will it be a penalty just on Real Madrid? Not very sure here. They are still doing a review. The Arsenal fans are sitting there along with the Arsenal fans, along with the Real Madrid fan. Miguel Arteta has a very intense look on his face. It's a very big gamble. It's a very big gamble if you're holding a player inside the penalty box. So let's see what they're looking for. It's far enough ahead to him. Is it still a foul? Would he still get after it if he wasn't holding him? It was far away enough. But was it a foul? And they are taking a very long time. Let me text Oscar and see if I can get an opinion here. All right, so now they're looking on the monitor. This is going to the monitor. This is a very big decision here. Declan Rice was arguing, saying, no, 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 I didn't do it. But let's see here. Is this enough to overturn the decision of penalty to Real Madrid? Is it enough? Did he foul him? Wow, this is a very long review. Okay, no penalty on Real Madrid. Wow. That was a 5-minute review. Just to determine no penalty. Just to determine. So they couldn't convert with Saka. That one was denied. They couldn't convert it. Okay. Wow. All right, game is back now. So 5 minutes gone. I think they're gonna add that in extra time. That was a massive review. Massive. Real Madrid was starting to come back into it just around the time where that supposed foul happened. Offside. All right. So many. The Arsenal team has not been to a Champions League semifinal since 2008. Will it be their third semifinal in club history since Arsenal made their last one 16 years ago? Real Madrid have been to the Champions League semifinal 12 times compared to just three, including this one for Arsenal. Saliba watches it go out. All right, here we go. Many trying to head away. Rudiger will hop on as well, trying to help him out. Arsenal are still sending people forward. They don't want to defend for the entire game. They want to at least score. Oh, Mbappe! What a shot! By Kylian Mbappe! Wow! All right, cut. And Martinelli in the corner. Towards right. Well spotted, well carried. To midfield. Odegaard, Saka. Back for Martinelli. Martinelli chips it in behind. There was too much there for him to get it over. Very good design from Arsenal there. Very good play call there. All right, there's so many. Rodrigo is there. And there's Jude Bellingham. And he keeps pumping. Great skill from Odegaard to escape the pressure from Bellingham. Saka going over. There's a free kick to Arsenal. All right. There's Odegaard reading Saka and recognizing where he is. There's the free kick. No score through this entire time. So this was offside apparently. And there's a late one on Merino. It goes rolling over. Crowd goes very quiet. It's whistling. Alright, here we go. Merino trying to be the striker, and there's Odegaard who will slowly get there. It bounces. Kelly for Timber. He got well underneath that. All right. Arsenal trying to get a chance here to take advantage of Real Madrid kind of having some regrets with Saka had that penalty miss. Partey. All right, Vinicius Jr. has come all the way back, and he's won a free kick for Real Madrid. All right, that's a good shot, and there's a yellow card. Everaya being wasting time in the first half, so I guess he gets a yellow card for that. So, Saka in behind towards Odegaard, Asensio across, corner kick. All right, Saka with Asensio going down, near post attempted, and there's a foul on the build-up as the whistle goes off. All right, Kivior Martinelli takes off, and now Arsenal with the numbers there, and here's a throw-in to Arsenal. Okay, all right, let's see here. Ready for some action here. Arsenal doesn't need to win this game specifically. They need to win the tie. They have not lost by 3 or more goals in their last 103 games since May of 2023 when they lost to Brighton in the Premier League. Wow. If you give 2 goals up to Real Madrid, you give them life, and it is a good. If they do that, it's a good thing for Real Madrid because they feed off of that. They get the energy from it. All right, it's a free kick. Rodrigo delivers. That ball got plenty of curb from Saliba. There's Vinicius Jr. Turns to Saliba, Valverde, and Alaba. All right, right through the traffic. Oh, that's a good shot there. Doesn't make it. All right, it goes forward for Valverde to Bellingham, and now they're feeding it to Lucas Vasquez, and it flips through. Oh, Rudiger was closest. The deflection off the Arsenal player, and it goes to the corner. It goes off the Arsenal defender. Wow.
Mbappe now.
Rodrigo comes through.
Yo,
Pivior.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, what a good step by Partey there. Oh, very good
Mbappe.
defense play by Alaba there. Extending that right arm and then pushing his body to, kind of to the right a little.
Waiting for Vasquez.
All right, you're taking over?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
He's gonna lift it. Head it down for Rice.
How did I do?
Vinicius. You were actually pretty good. And
Oh.
Timber deflection. And it'll be another corner. Can Real Madrid get on the board before halftime to make the deficit a little bit easier to overcome in the second half?
Yeah, if they score 2 goals, I think Real Madrid would get some life from that.
Marino there defensively.
Ugh.
Strong piece defending there. Rodrigo with another cross off of Saliba. Luis Skelly. Bobbing. Here's Saka trying to break. And Lucas Vasquez fouls him. Okay. By the way, have you acknowledged the comments?
I'm sorry, I was commentating, and then
No, I'm just asking because I see a comment here. Let me see what time it was.
oh, here I'll read it.
Oh, it was just happened. Um, yeah, well, it actually happened at 3:40. Yeah, the game is okay-ish if you're Arsenal, because Real Madrid couldn't do jack shit, and then they got life somehow after that penalty blocked by Courtois. Chouameni,
Yeah, and Saka
expect
missed that
QVR.
penalty as well.
Odegaard in towards Saka, but Rudiger came through. Decent helping of first. Here comes Vinny Jr. Timber slides, and does he win the ball? Vinicius trying to get on with it. So they're going to add 7 minutes. Here's Bellingham deflected. Partey gets rid of it. 7 minutes added due to the VAR review.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
So let's see what happens here. 7 minutes for Real Madrid to get on the board. Here's another try Vinicius, another block. Real Madrid. Header on by Rodrigo. Tried the overhead. Couldn't get to finish the attempt there. Saliva. Odegaard carries. And behind Martelli. Bellingham.
You acknowledge
Vinicius.
the comment, right?
Huh?
You acknowledge the comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Throw in for Real Madrid.
Mbappe, Lucas Vasquez volleys across, and Bellingham was close. But Saliva was closer there. Chouamani on the first side. Lucas Vasquez is down. Yeah. Vasquez is losing his form. But the problem is there aren't many options to substitute.
Yeah.
Because Real Madrid saw one of their key defensive players go, "Oh, I want to go to Saudi. Okay, you can go, and we're not going to replace you."
First off, why would you let him go? And number two, why would you not replace him?
Well, then again, he was a free agent, and I guess because
Oh, true.
I'll explain it during halftime and with when it comes to European soccer and all that shit, especially in Spain. So let's see here. Partey towards Martinelli, out of control. You know, when you hit the ball with your chest, imagine, dude, that must hurt.
Oh, especially if that thing's coming at 80 miles an hour off a kick. Fuck. You must have a chest pad or something.
Tchouaméni. Asensio gave away that early penalty, strides forward. Lucas Vasquez, another for Raya there, though. Bad cross decision by Lucas Vasquez.
Let me put the music
Flicker
up, the
and a
dryers
header.
on.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Here's Rice. And he'll have a go with play with Martinelli. Martinelli driving through the area and saved by Courtois.
That should work.
Yeah.
Courtois saved one with his face in the beginning. Oof.
All right.
You're not using your headphones?
Person that just put in the chat, can you specify what you just put in? Real foul. Rodrigo gets fouled in the process there. And there's a
Leal?
whistle. Oh, real. Okay.
What is he saying there?
He just said real.
He said L, but it's L.
All right.
Humphrey Murimba, thank you so much for commenting. Really appreciate it.
They're discussing Miguel Arteta being happy with being able to just sit back and play defense all game long.
Mm-hmm.
Tchouaméni. And there's the halftime whistle. Zero to zero.
Wow.
So
they're gonna play the extra time at the end of the game?
Assuming that Real Madrid scores 3 goals.
Oscar, don't be funny.
They only did it for stoppage time because they lost time when they did that 5-minute VAR review, so. Alright.
I'm gonna edit. Hold on. I need to go download the stream. I was so tired yesterday, dude, that I didn't even try.
I'm gonna change the song.
Okay. Here, hold on. Where's my account? Here we go. Alright, you can still hear me, right?
Huh?
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I did a new tab. I'm gonna go grab the stream from last night.
Yeah, it should work that way, because that's what I did. I forgot what stream I was doing, but that's how I ended up doing it anyway.
Alright, so past.
Media assets.
Here we go.
There we go. Let us know what you think would happen in the second half. Jason, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, we'll do that one. Even when Real Madrid gets knocked out, we will be covering the semifinals whenever those are. I think they're in some point in mid-May, I think.
Yeah,
It'll
no game.
be Barcelona versus who's winning right now? Alexa, Bayern Munich score. All right, so it's 0-0. So right now on aggregate, Inter Milan is ahead 2-1 on aggregate on Bayern Munich. So it'd be Barcelona, Inter de Milan, and Arsenal versus PSG. Honestly, I'm torn between Arsenal or PSG winning the entire thing.
Um,
Because Arsenal has the good defensive team to get it done, but the thing is that because Barcelona has a really strong offense, so I don't know if the Arsenal defense will be able to put up with.
I mean they haven't surrendered they haven't lost by more than 3 goals since May of 2023. That's 103 games. I think they might be. I think um, Barcelona would encounter the best defense because you know the Premier League on its own has a very good defense, but Arsenal has a very good defense. Barcelona is going to have to play strategy
Uh,
to score their
ass-
goals. It's not just going to be a walk-in, score 3 goals, win the game.
no, yeah, because and this is assuming that Inter doesn't, because Inter has a really good defense too.
Yes,
So
they do. And I think it might be better than Arsenal.
yeah, because Inter is a better team collectively because they have the guy. They're healthy. They have the guys to also generate goals, where
Right.
Arsenal
They have their
does
strikers with
not.
Gabriel. Yeah, Arsenal has Gabriel, and I forget who's the other guy that's missing. So if you're missing two of your primary strikers, that doesn't really help you at all either. But
So
we've seen less healthy teams take out the healthier teams.
yeah.
I mean, Golden Knights were pretty much healthy last season, and they got shellacked by Dallas.
So we'll see. We'll try to cover both games if time permits it, because it'll be one game on Tuesday, the next game on Wednesday.
Well, you just have to let me know. I know. Let's see, Alexa. What time did the Golden Knights play on Saturday?
I have a
Alexa, what
suspicion.
time did the
I
Golden
have a
Knights play on
suspicion it's going
Saturday?
to be an 8 p.m. game.
No, it's not game. Hold on.
By the way, the reason why the penalty was not given was because Kylian Mbappe was offsides. So, and they're talking about that they're saying that they are taking a long time. That's their main gripe.
Hmm.
And let's talk about the rules analyst here. Oh, they have a female rules analyst. Okay,
What?
they have a female rules analyst
Yes, they do.
for CBS. Let's see. So Declan Rice did not hold Mbappe enough to the point where he impeded Mbappe from playing the ball. So that's why they didn't give the penalty there. Call it karma, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people are saying that, which I agree with, because Mbappe could have ended a young man's career on Sunday.
Yeah.
Um, where Mbappe only got a one-game suspension
Well, at least he's not
in,
serving it here.
instead of what people are saying that it should have been a four-game suspension. Which, if you're actually intentionally ending a person's career, I do agree with that. Oh, let me get the halftime graphics so that way I can post it on TikTok.
All right. I wonder how this download is going. Let me see. Damn, it's at 21%.
Open Twitter.
Let's hope my Grammy comes today.
Let me get this. Do you want me to send you the picture with the text?
No, because you're gonna use it. Or do you need me to do it?
No, no, no. I'm asking you if you're gonna, so that way you can post it on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because I didn't do a pregame because I didn't know what to say until you sent me the script. And then by the time you sent it, it was already time to start the stream, so I couldn't. There's no commercial.
No, you didn't have to do a pregame. You could have just it was an introduction. So because that's
No,
what
I
I
know,
do.
but I didn't on TikTok. I
Oh,
didn't know what to say.
open TikTok.
All right, let me grab a photo for the thumbnail for tonight's stream. Might as well. Let's see. What image should I do? Should I do the flamingo? What is a flamingo?
I think it's like a aquatic looking bird. I think.
Naim is an aquatic looking thing with no nuts. It's like, oh, that's not a human
What
being. That's
is
not a
a
man.
flamingo? What is a flamingo? Yeah.
Okay. Um, should I use their mascot as the thumbnail? The Golden Knights mascot?
What is their mascot? A knight, I assume.
Chance, yeah, he's a knight. He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Alexa, volume up 50%. Alexa, what is the Golden Knights mascot? So he's a colorful knight that wears a Golden Knights jersey, and he rides a white horse, and he has a shield. What's the Golden Knights?
images.
Open TikTok.
Let me ask my daddy if this is what I'm looking for here. You ready to lose tonight with the Golden Knights?
Yeah, I'm ready to go 9/11.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I should do? I should have the sound of a plane when we do it. No. We're so bad.
Yeah, I know. It is 0-0 after the first half. Courtois saved a penalty, and there was a 5-minute
You know what you could do to do it faster, Oscar?
Uh-huh.
Send yourself the image by text, and then go onto your Mac and type it out, and then copy both and send them over to me.
True.
All right.
All right. I'm going to send you the text now.
You can send the photo and the text together.
Oh, true. I have to go to my photos. Open photos.
Okay, let's do this. Do you need me to commentate?
Has it gotten back?
Yes.
Just do it just do it right now.
Okay.
I'm about to send you the stuff right now. There you go. Open Paramount Plus. Okay, I got it.
All right.
All right.
Let me. See here.
Crossing from Lucas Vasquez, upheld.
What the fuck?
Ginu Samad says hi. What's up, man? If you're still here. Ooh, this is the first time that I get a lot of comments on the soccer streams.
Yeah, I know. Here, I'll keep it on the chat for you.
Well, they're not commentating right now. Oh, Mbappe. Gonna get a good free kick there. Rodrigo with another block in.
Let's see.
And Arsenal defense has provided good resistance in the long distance efforts.
Whoever said hi, hello.
Whoa! 91 people watching.
Whoa, baby! Gamiu, let's see, Samad. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Hello, how are you?
Bayasaka takes that. David Alaba.
Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3 comments.
Gonna be defending for long periods here.
Gumayu Samad, thank you so much for commenting, by the way. Really appreciate it. By the way, while Oscar commentates, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like it, give us a thumbs up, share it, comment.
Give this stream a thumbs up too.
Yeah, give the stream the like. That way we can really get in the algorithm and get to the top of it.
Inside of Declan Rice, Mbappe, another lift in, bounce off Mbappe, goal kick for Arsenal.
And also, our TikToks are JSports58 and RTS with Oscar Montiel. Those are in the links. Here, I'll post the links down in the chat. Let me grab them. Let's see.
Saka. Real Madrid dominated time of possession 67% to 33%, but have not been able to do much with it. The one problem I don't like about the English commentating is that they don't tell you who's warming up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a sideline person there to tell them,
All right,
hey...
there's also TikTok in the chat, and then let me get mine here.
Long pass. Rudiger, Partey, and Whistle.
Okay.
And it'll be free kick for Arsenal.
My TikTok's not on here in my notes? Okay. So there's Oscar's TikTok. All right, let me go post it. It's on TikTok here. All right. Oscar.
Oh, whoa, 103 people.
Whoa! Wait, hold on.
Unfortunately, because there's no pause in soccer, we can't do our punishments. Good error on that one.
Share. Oh, okay, you're gonna make me do
Away.
this.
Saka, Partey,
Okay.
Rice trying to flick it towards the path of Odegaard, but couldn't get it to him. Vinicius Jr. left it behind him. Bellingham and Rice are having a little bit of a battle here.
Why wouldn't it add sound for this image?
For some odd reason, mine does it automatically. I don't know why. And for some odd reason, when you send me baseball or hockey pictures, Tell me why it selects sounds for like Barcelona and Real Madrid and all those. I'm like, I don't need those type of
No, I'm
sounds.
trying to do it on the iPad, so that's I guess the iPad's just not gonna do it. Let me.
Come on. Mbappe wrestles with Saliva there.
Okay, here, hold on. Copy.
Martinelli in towards Odegaard. Odegaard could be offsides here. Be careful. And yep. Put the YouTube links also, Jason.
Okay,
in the
hold on.
chat.
It's putting Kaya Madrid as the sound.
Here's off Declan Rice getting rounded, and he will not give a corner.
Did you hear what I
There's
said?
yeah, I heard that. And that will. It'll be a goal kick here. Rodrigo into the near pass, and Pape, oof, snapped over his head and it went over.
Damn, that is a loud anthem. Madrid!
Oh, I know, dude. It was hard for me to like do the TikTok for the lineup thing.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude.
Real Madrid most likely will go trophyless this season.
Mm-hmm.
Saka rides the challenge of Alaba. Declan Rice into the attack. Martinelli will take their time, pass it around. Martinelli.
Ooh, I went up a new follower. All right.
And showing off the skill here. Ball is loose.
Here we go.
There's
Okay, now
Raya.
play.
Odegaard. Back to front there. Partey. Lewis Skelly.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Joe Montanelli loses ball possession. Real looking to break. And off goes Vinicius. Good challenge by Kiwi or Bellingham.
Oops, hold on.
Vinicius.
So apparently, I don't have my J Sports channel in the sports notes. I have to get the memo channel. What the fuck? So all this time, I got work to do. All right.
Alright. And there's a whistle.
All right. There's Oscar's channel. Mine apparently is not available.
Here, let me.
No, it's fine. All right, so no other comments. You know you can lower the music, right?
Huh?
You can lower the music. The dryer's off.
Okay.
Jack Dryer's off.
Vinicius. It's at 2. Rodrigo into the near post, and Raya had to be sure. Getting 2 hands to it. Why did you put it at 5?
I put it up because the dryer came back on as soon as you did it.
Rodrigo again. Near post covered by defender. Vasquez. Partey again in the way. Lifts it out for the goal kick. And Saka with Asensio provided the cover. So it'll be a corner to Arsenal. It's looking like Endrick, and I forgot who the other... Oh, Ceballos is warming up.
Uh-oh. So what does Real Madrid need to do? How much do they need to score to win?
4.
Ah! Okay. I have more hope of me getting a life than them going to semis.
Saka's delivery. Catch for Courtois. Rolling out for Valverde, who will take off through the midfield. Has option wrong with him. Getting a piece of it, though, is Arsenal. My thing is this. Why did they bench Modric? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 60 minutes in. And there's a stoppage of play just as Real Madrid were taking off.
Of course.
Luis Skelly is grabbing his midsection. Oh, did you get hit in your nuts?
Hey, at least he can get hit in his nuts. Naim has no idea what that's like.
Oh.
Oh! What's that like?
No, Rudiger stepped on him. Damn.
Oh! Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
So Rodrigo's off. It's triple change here. So Alaba, Lucas Vasquez, and Rodrigo are off.
Dude, this thing is not...
So here comes Endrick, Fran Garcia,
Let me see.
and Ceballos. Okay, so the good news for Ancelotti is he didn't make the substitutions until the 70th or 80th minute. Free kick coming.
What the hell?
What happened?
I'm trying to fucking Final Cut. It's not letting me hit keystrokes. If I do, it makes me go to the control continuous scrolling, audio
Is your
skimming.
is your quick nav is your quick nav on? Make
It's
sure.
off. Let me see if it lets me do it. Okay, now it'll let me do it. It was off. I don't know why it did that.
All
All
right,
right.
Endrick. Free kick against Timber.
This is
Bellingham. Well over the head of Chouameni. Martinelli. One goal from Arsenal, and that's ball game. Because I don't see Real Madrid scoring 5 goals after that to win it all.
good luck. Like I said, I think I have a more of a life. think I have more hopes to get a life than they have hopes to score.
Okay, Jason, I don't think you're going to be able to get a life in the next 25 minutes.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I think I'll get a life in the next 25 minutes before they score 5 goals.
That is true.
Okay then.
Valverde in towards Endrick. Off target, though.
Miss Piggy, did you like how the Muppets appeared last night?
Huh?
Did you like that the Muppets appeared last night?
Jesus Christ. Flick on header from Marino. Let's see what Saka does with it. Rudiger, closest to it. Rice. Back to Odegaard. Marino. In towards Saka. Saka! 1-0. Arsenal. 4-0 in aggregate.
Oh. What a sad day it is for both of our teams, Oscar.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
No, they still got to play the rest of the minutes, but
It's over, really.
yeah.
This is the point where me and you would walk out of the stadium.
Facts.
All right, dude, you want to go eat some really good Brazilian food or Spanish food? Yeah, let's go.
Huh?
I'd be like, all right, dude, you want to go eat some real good Spanish dinner? Yeah, let's go.
Facts. I probably won't be doing a posting because I really don't know what to say after this. Wow.
It's called Real Madrid. You had it coming.
Yep. By the way, he was onside, so it's confirmed. The goal is confirmed. 1-0.
Oh,
Oh, 1-1! Big mistake! And it's 1-1. Vinicius Jr. taking advantage.
Whoa.
Still don't think it's going to matter, but
What a massive mistake that was. Hey, if we put their anthem as our background song, will we get copyrighted?
yes.
Aw.
It's not like I thought about it before. All right, Vinicius Jr. now 1-1, but Real Madrid need to score 4 more goals in the next 20 minutes.
Ah!
Luis Skelly wins the free kick. I like how the Real Madrid fans are now coming back to life. I'm like, still no point.
Yeah.
Real Madrid is arguing for a handball here. The game is stopped. Real Madrid need 3 more to send it into extra time.
Let's keep doubting them. Maybe they'll do it.
just like we doubted the Dodgers last season. Okay.
Yeah, last season. And the Dodgers said, "Oh yeah, motherfucker. Yep." And this is that I posted a TikTok saying they wouldn't go to the World Series in June.
Courtois having to control the pressure gets rid of it. Kivior on the header. Rice. And foul. Free kick for Arsenal. Vinicius Jr. is frustrated. Barrow, don't get frustrated, bro.
Please don't.
By the way, it was Saliba that coughed the ball up that gave Vinicius Jr. the chance.
Oof.
Martinelli waiting for the free kick here. Valverde's going to go in strong. Down the legs of Martinelli.
Oops, I forgot to. God damn it.
What did you do?
I forgot to make the new project before I went to the timestamp.
Damn. Just undo it.
Hold on.
Rice. We'll leave it for Odegaard to deliver. Flicked up by Saka will track it and keep it. Couldn't turn the corner. Beyond 3. Oh, you can hear the Vinicius. Vinicius is frustrated towards the referee. Saka.
He's going to get himself retarded.
Yep. Arsenal seemingly back in control from after clean win by Bukayo Saka. Odegaard. Can Arsenal Declan Rice through them? Still Declan Rice. And Chouameni to shut that down. Let me check something. Alexa, Bayern Munich score. By the way, it's 2-2 between Inter and Bayern Munich. Vinicius. Saka there defensively. Jason, you still there? Hello? Jason? Mbappe. Second pass. Oh, he muted himself. Jason, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
Hold
Mbappe. Free kick given to Arsenal. As Mbappe is down.
What is this doing? Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm trying to edit videos on Final Cut, and this shit mutes me and then changes my microphone, and then the iPad is saying the live station's not available in my area. I'm like, what the fuck is? What the hell is going on with my? Here, let me close Paramount. All right, here we go.
Luka Modric is coming on. And who went off? I didn't catch who went off. Oh, uh-oh. It's looking like Mbappe went off.
All right, I need to left TV.
Mbappe's hurt. Again, call it karma.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yep. Mbappe's coming off. And who's coming on for him? Well, Mbappe's going to limp off.
Where's...
Well, Mbappe, at least you'll get 2 weeks of rest to recover since you're suspended.
He wasn't doing anything anyway in the second half.
No, he really wasn't. And here comes Brahim Diaz.
All right, let's hope this works now. Okay, there we go.
Oh, Asensio went off. Oh, so you're going to go with Tchouaméni as a center back? Okay.
Okay. Okay, now let's see if Final Cut works.
No Mbappe for the final 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
All right, MVPs from last season, a.k.a. Bellingham and Vinicius. Time to step up.
All right.
With Garcia, Saka.
Now I need to go here.
Oh, yeah, Arsenal scored. Yeah, we know that. So it's still 1-1, though. Damn. Saka. Saka is going to go off. And here comes Kosar. What? I don't... Kosar, I think, is it? Garcia with a bump in on Cortinelli. Another free kick won by Arsenal. Yeah, that goal from Vinicius Jr. was just a participation goal. Lifted by Timber. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli.
All right.
Odegaard to the byline. Little cutback of a Partey and deflected. It was turning towards the inside. Whoa. Some challenge by Timber. Rudiger. Just about. Great switch of play here. Valverde. Vinicius. Challenge committed by Timber. Got a piece. Free kick. Promising area as well for Real Madrid. Let's see who takes this free kick. Here we go. Raya still sorting it. 3 over the ball as well. Who wants it? Left for Valverde and Rice. And Rice there with a good black. Chouameni loses possession. Arsenal on the brink of their third ever berth of the semi-final. The first time since 2009.
8.
Endrick still fighting his way towards goal. Ooh. Okay. Come on, Endrick. Here's Rudiger. Lewis Skelly. Done well to drift beyond Brahim Diaz. Surrounded by 4. Works his way around it. Wins the advantage for Declan Rice. Martinelli in a good possession. Odegaard. Cutting aside Odegaard. It was curling behind the far post.
Okay. This one's still not downloaded. I wonder what's going on. Let me go to it. Let's download it.
Odegaard, who was signed by Real Madrid at 16 years old.
What?
Hold on. Modric trying to gut it to Bellingham, but well read there. Here's Lewis Skelly. Plays it forward toward Trossard. Here's the Belgian. Real now looking to break. Vinicius and Saliva tackles him.
I can't even go create my live stream yet because this thing won't download.
Mm-hmm. Modric.
Wow, it
Still
stopped
with
again.
Vinicius. Vinicius
Okay, now it
trying to
came
get
back.
that curling effort, but Arsenal's been in the way. Garcia for Modric. Towards Martinelli, gets that cross away. Lewis Skelly away. And it's a backhand, but Ceballos gets it wrong. And there's an offside against Vinicius Jr.
Let's see if I can't.
And Rudiger with a bump to the back and a yellow card for Antonio Rudiger.
I don't know why this shit keeps pausing.
And Partey will also get a yellow himself. Alexa, Bayern Munich score. Okay, 2-2 by the way between Inter and Bayern Munich.
Yep. Alexa, volume up 50%. God damn it.
From Garcia. Less than 4 minutes remaining. Fran Garcia cross. One there by Partey. Lifted away by Timber. Ceballos and Modric. Garcia lifted in. Bellingham closes, but Rice was striking him this whole way. Raheem Diaz. Valverde. Fran Garcia lifted in away from Thomas Partey. Here's Modric. Vinicius. Still they go.
I'm gonna.
Arsenal will finally start to breathe that sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So it'll be Arsenal PSG in the semifinals.
Okay, now this thing is downloading. I think it didn't like me going between tabs. And this thing is still stopping for some reason. I can't get it to play. Now I can.
Uh, Vinicius. Timber. Modric. People are heading towards the exits already.
Huh?
People are heading towards the exits.
Yeah, I know. We should just call it a game, dude.
Brahim Diaz turning, strikes it down at David Raya. Near post. My question is this. Actually, no. Dani Carvajal is sitting there watching. Unfortunately, unable to do anything because he's still hurt. Vinicius. Heading towards that penalty ball. Endrick, though, misses it wide. And it wasn't. Wow, 5 minutes. And it was a magical touch between Vinicius and Endrick just missed it.
Jeez. Wait.
No Joselu, no Rodrigo. Courtois lifting it forward. Rudiger has stayed in the attack, but it's looking like it's going to be fruitless, though. Rice. Valverde. Of course, Trossard. Give it away. Modric. Timber and Partey will strike forward. We'll play with Martin Odegaard, and Courtois saves it. Oh, so apparently the Arsenal PSG semifinal is a rematch of the group state of the league phases of earlier in the
Oh,
season. Martinelli, Fran Garcia, Martinelli, and that'll do it. 5-1 on aggregate. Martinelli. Wow. No fight for Real Madrid.
0.
My question is this, because of the Club World Cup thing that's going to go on, when do they fire out, or when does Ancelotti go?
I don't know.
Because usually when the season's over, that's when they can make their changes. They're like, okay, dude, you can go or whatever, you're fired, whatever. But with the Club World Cup, I don't think they can make a coaching change before then.
Well, how much does the coach have to do with whether they go get pieces or not?
But also, he's responsible for what's going on in the field.
Okay.
So, like, I don't. Like, a lot of people have already started turning on him. Me personally, I'm not against it. I just do think that his time has run its course.
Oh,
I do think that his time has run its course, so like unless Real Madrid go on a massive defensive spending spree this summer, I've been like, okay, you know what? Try to run it back with Ancelotti one more year with reinforcements in defense. Maybe he wins something convincingly. But if it's gonna be the same goddamn team with just one signing, and that one signing being Trent Alexander-Arnold, it's gonna be the same result.
yeah. Again, and I've said this 1,000 times already, and I feel like a broken record. They had this coming. You cannot come in and expect to score goals, to put up a fight, and to prevent someone like Arsenal who are a defensive first team, primary defense team, from coming in and knocking you guys out of the Champions League this year or this season. The lack of pieces is alarming. That I just don't know why teams go, we don't need all those pieces. We're fine. The Dodgers do the same thing, and now look, 2 bullpen games. And it's just it's mind-blowing to me, to be honest, that
Wow.
Carlo Ancelotti decided, I don't need more defensive pieces. I don't need to go get more depth in January when the trade deadline was there. I don't need a Militao is injured
I mean,
and
hell, even though
injured.
he's older, I would have been fine with. Hey, if you said I'm gonna go get Sergio Ramos, I would have been fine with that. And he was a free agent, so you could have signed him whenever you wanted.
Exactly. There's no need for exchanging prospects. No need to loan other players out. No need to do anything. He's all yours. You don't need to fight with another team for him. Now, maybe for the highest bid, okay, fine. But you're Real Madrid. You have the most money out of any European team. Why are you?
Literally, dude. They're like compared to other clubs or in Europe, they're the one like if not the top team, one of the top teams when it comes to having money and not being in debt.
And that they're the Saudi Arabia of Europe. They are. They're the Saudis of Europe, and but the fact that they put themselves in this position to have a lack of a defense, to have a lack of pieces, is absolutely absurd, and that's why this happened.
Yeah. So 5-1 on aggregate, 2-1 today. Congratulations to Arsenal, man. Like, a lot of people wrote them off with all the injuries. To get knocked out the latest the quarterfinals, considering of who they were facing. But hey, they go through and they have a chance to play PSG. So, and we may end up streaming that.
Huh?
So wow, congrats! You guys actually have a chance of winning the big trophy. I know you guys are behind in the Premier League, like by a bunch of points, so you're probably not going to win the Premier League, but you have a chance of winning the Champions, and that's all in all honesty the biggest trophy. So, what else to say? Oh, Real Madrid is. I mean,
Done.
people are saying, oh, they can still win La Liga. They're not going to win La
They're not
Liga.
gonna. No, they're not.
Barcelona is just goddamn unstoppable. Barcelona's gonna smack them in the Copa del Rey semifinal, and I know a few years ago I said, "Oh, Real Madrid winning a Copa del Rey is good enough to keep Ancelotti's job safe." Nope, not this year. I'm sorry. Like, I honestly think, like I just stated a few minutes, his time it's run its course. He should go. I don't know if it's gonna be Florentino Perez gonna fire him or if he's gonna voluntarily walk away. He said that he will never voluntarily walk away, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know who. Well, I have a few candidates in mind on who can take over for him, which will be another video for another time. And another stream for another time when we have a little bit more time. But yep, those are our concluding thoughts of this game, and through the legs. So, congratulations to Arsenal. Real Madrid, you had this coming, as Jason said, throughout the last few streams. This is what you get for not stepping up defensively, and for that talented front four. Actually, I'm going to circle back. For that talented front four that you have, and you can't score goals, are you kidding me?
And the lack of discipline on the penalties too, and looking at Mbappe's too, and then also too, look, Carlo Ancelotti, how many Champions Leagues has he won in the last 5 years?
2.
And how many times has he won La Liga?
2, I think. 2 or 3.
And I don't remember him winning the Copa del Rey, but
he won it 2 years ago.
Okay, so it's not, and this is, I get why it's frustrating, but you guys have literally won 2 Champions League, 2 La Liga, and maybe like 2 Copa del Rey
with lesser talent.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. But
no, go
but
ahead.
But the other argument for people that might want to keep him is, guys, we've won more than any other team. We've been to the Champions League a bunch of times with them. We just won it last season. So I could see that argument. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where, again, the team just needs to get defense. Like, and I also think that him doing these cute little things also is kind of what irks me, is that having an older Lucas Vasquez playing back there
in the center, yeah.
Having, I mean, Eduardo Camavinga was suspended, unfortunately, so it is what it is there. But like David Alaba, like, who's coming off of injury, not the Alaba of old. Like the Alaba before he tore his ACL or whatever it was. Oh, he was the center back pairing would have been fine, but he's older now. It's looking like he's still rusty, so we'll see. So Real Madrid out. Arsenal back semifinals. I have to look at the dates of when the semifinals would take place. I want to say mid-May, but I could be wrong about that. Let me see. Let me make sure that Inter didn't go into extra time. Alexa, Bayern Munich score. Okay, so Bayern Munich gets knocked out. So the semifinals are set. Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Inter. Hopefully, I don't care who faces Inter. I don't care who faces PSG or Arsenal, but hopefully Inter goes through.
That'll be
But
fun.
we will we'll again, like I said, we'll stream hopefully both of those legs or both of those games. All right, we're done. We're out of here. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to both of our channels. Follow us on TikTok. Support our PayPal. Turn on the post notification bell so you guys know when we do live streams like these, videos, shorts, posts, all that good stuff. Next, we are going to be back later tonight to stream the final game of the regular season for the Golden Knights as they take on
The Vancouver Canucks.
the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully, we go 10-10, setting our record even heading into the NHL playoffs. But all right, we're done. Have a good rest of your day, y'all.